Well, hello friends and welcome back to my channel. I'm Renee. And today I got a list of things that I have to do for freezer prep. So I'm going to tell you what all those are going to be, and we're going to get busy because I got to get this done. We're going to do potatoes O'Brien. I have a boatload of potatoes downstairs, probably a good 100 pounds in my basement. So some of them I'm going to turn into potatoes O'Brien for the freezer because I love them for casseroles and such. And then we're going to do some roasted veggies for side dishes for the freezer, which goes wonderful with just about anything. And then we're going to put together stew veggies. I want to put together stew veggies for my freezer because it's so easy. When I make my soup, I don't have to go through and cut everything up. I can just take it out of the freezer and put it right in my soup, and it's wonderful. It makes mealtime easy and quick. So that's what we're going to do today. So come along with me, friends. Hang out in the kitchen. Let's do some prepping, and let's get busy. Now I got a whole bunch of potatoes here that I'm going to get peeled up, and I'm going to get them diced up so that we can get them blanched. These potatoes are huge. Look at the size of that potato. It's enormous. These are Kennebec potatoes. I love growing these potatoes. Okay, friends, we got that. I got my pan. We're going to get these cut up and diced up. And then get them blanched. So all I'm going to do is just dice these like so. Get them in my pot there. And then we can get them blanched. I don't want real big pieces because I want, small dices. Perfect. Okay? That's all I'm going to do. Just dice them like so. You could use a chop wizard, whatever. I'm just dicing this quick, just as fast for me. After I throw them all over the kitchen. Ha! Alright, and I got nice small dices in there. You can see, nice size. So I'm going to get these done, and then we'll get them blanched. Okay, friends, we're just going to take these, fill this up, and we're going to blanch these. And they're going to have to blanch for about, I want to say maybe 4 minutes. I get one more in there. All right. Now, when it comes up to a boil again, that's when we'll time it to blanch them. And then we're going to take them out. We're going to drain them, and we're going to throw them in cold water immediately. And after I get all this done, we'll get this put together. Okay, friends. Well, those, I got one more batch to blanch, and that will be done. I'm going to get these chopped up. Small dices again, just like the potatoes, but smaller. And then I got onions, and they're all ready. They've already been blanched and they've already been frozen. So those are what I'm going to add to it. So we're just going to cut these real small. That'd be that. Simple. This is so easy to put together, and it is so expensive in the store to buy. So I like to do my own, especially when I grow my own veggies or my own potatoes for it. That really cuts down on the cost. Okay, I'm just going to get these all finished, get them in a bowl, and then we'll get this all put together. Okay, friends, we got this all ready to be put together. I just need to get my bags up here. Now, when you do this, you can absolutely put it in your bag. You don't have to mix it in a bowl beforehand. I just like doing it this way because that way I know it's all mixed up nice and evenly. So, we got the big gay bowl, and there's all our potatoes. And I got lots of them. Okay? Now I cut up all these peppers, and I wasn't sure how many I was going to use because, you know what, I think I'm just going to use them all. Absolutely. These are wonderful. And then these are my onions that I already had in the freezer, so those are going in there too. This is going to be wonderful. You see that? And I just take and I mix it all around. I don't add anything else to it, just the potatoes, the onions, and the peppers. And you don't have to do the colored peppers if you don't want. You can do, you know, the green peppers, or you can mix them. I just like the colored peppers, and I always have an abundance of them. So, look how beautiful that looks, friends. Just gorgeous in there. All right. So now, we're just going to start filling these bags. I'm not going to fill them. Maybe just a little bit more. Okay, we'll set that one aside. I'm going to flatten these out and lay them flat in my freezer. That way I'll be able to break them apart pretty easy. You know, like a bag of frozen veggies. So, I'll get quite a few. Nice. Those are nice. I have to get my other. This one is broke. I don't know how I broke it, but it's broke. So in the garbage that goes, I've wore them out. Okay, this one's good. I got about 2.5 scoops in each bag. Okay. I'm gonna need another one. I'll label it when I get it flattened out. I got the other ones labeled. These are so nice to have in your freezer for casseroles. You could even use it for potato soup. My grandmother used to make a potato soup like this with peppers and onions, and she would do ham, and then she'd make rivels. And I don't know if many of you know what rivels are. They're like dumplings, but man, are they ever good. I love that stuff. Okay, so we got 4 beautiful bags. Now I got a little bit left over, and I'm just going to put it a little bit in each bag. I'm going to divvy it up. Okay. Okay, we'll put the last of it in this bag here. There we go. Perfect. Put that up there. That's beautiful. These are nice. And while I was at blanching these potatoes, I blanched the potatoes for the freezer for our roasted veggies that are going to go in the freezer too. Get as much air as you can out, and I just go like so. And then that way it'll thaw out in your refrigerator nicely. Or you can just give it a good bang on your counter and it'll probably all break apart. But these are nice, lovely potatoes O'Brien. Oh, let me mark that. Beautiful. And I just dated 10/23. So it's Halloween today. Happy Halloween, friends. Wonderful. Mr. Wayne is passing out candy because I'm going up to the community center with a friend of mine to pass out candy up there. So Mr. Wayne, of course, wants to pass out candy. Beautiful. This is wonderful, friends. All right, take a look at these. These are gorgeous. Potatoes O'Brien. You can do it yourself. All right, these are going to go in the freezer. And we'll move on to the next on our list is our roasted veggies. Okay, friends. Yesterday we did the potatoes O'Brien. They turned out beautiful. They're already in the freezer. They're frozen. They're wonderful. And you know what? They make the most wonderful starter for potato soup ever. I took some that I had extra and I made potato soup with them and it was wonderful. This is a whole new day. And we're going to do, I want to do some Rice-A-Roni mix, some homemade Rice-A-Roni mix for my market stand, as well as my pantry. So that's what we're going to do today. And I'm going to show you how easy this is to put together. I'm not going to bother with trying to tell you how, how to cook it. I'll make sure I put that in the description box along with the recipe. So you'll have the directions to that in there. Okay? Let me set this aside. I'm like quadrupling mine. So I'm going to do my rice. There's 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll lose count if I talk. 6, 7, 8 cups. I'm doing 8 cups of rice because I'm like quadrupling this. Okay, now I got the vermicelli, and we are going to do 4 cups of that. So, I'm not sure how many cups are in one of these. There's 1. Okay, there's 2 cups. So, I can just do another package and be safe with it. All right, and that makes 4 cups. I need a bigger bowl. I wasn't sure if I'd need that one or not. Okay, so we got that. We're going to do our best to mix it in this bowl here. We're going to do 1 cup of parsley. Okay, put that in there. And we've got garlic. Let me see here. 2 teaspoons of garlic's going in here, and this is granulated. And we're going to do 2.5 tablespoons of onion powder. And I think I'm going to put a little more garlic in there. I'm going to put at least another couple teaspoons. I'm going to double that. So, now we're going to do a little bit of thyme. And we're only going to do 1 teaspoon of thyme because thyme is very, very pungent. You don't need a whole lot of thyme. Okay, so now we're going to see if we can't get this all mixed up without making a big mess. You could put this all in a Ziploc bag and just shake the devil out of it, but I'm doing so much that that wouldn't work. So I'm just going to mix mine up just like so. Okay. That's how nice this turns out. I'll show this big bowl to you. You can see that. Hang on. Now you'll see it. I had my big light on. Isn't that pretty in there? And then now you package this in like a Ziploc bag. You could put it in a Ziploc bag or you could put it in an airtight container. That would work just fine. I'm going to package mine into little pound-sized bags, or I might use my containers because I'm going to sell this in a market stand. That's all there is to that. That's how easy that is to put together. Now, if you're making your own, you can add to it. You can add some dehydrated veggies, whatever you want. I'm just making mine basic and plain to sell in my market stand. So I'll make sure I put the recipe to this in the description box along with the directions to make it. And I hope you give it a try. Okay, friends, now we're going to work on our roasted veggies. These are wonderful. So what I'm going to do is right here. First off, I'm par baking the potatoes because if you don't either blanch them or par bake them, once you freeze them, they'll freeze beautifully, but they will turn black on you when they're thawed, and you don't want that. So either bake them, par bake them. I've got mine in for 20 minutes, or blanch them for about 5 minutes. So right there, I threw in some of my California blend. It's carrots, yellow and orange carrots, cauliflower, and broccoli, okay? I'm gonna also put in a bunch of my green beans. Now I don't have to blanch these because they were already blanched. I might wind up putting the rest of the bag in. I'm not sure. And I got some broccoli florets here. And we don't need to blanch them because those are already frozen. Beautiful. I'm going to make up several bags of this. I'm going to cut this tomato. This is wonderful. I just cut up a few chunks of tomato. I love tomatoes roasted with my veggies. It's wonderful. Okay, now I'm going to do, and I'm going to cut that in half and throw it in there. I need a garbage bowl. Okay. All right, now I'm just going to take these. I'm going to cut these in chunks. That's going to go in there. And then I got a bunch of these little ones. I'm leaving. I'm just going to take the little stem off there. Beautiful. Actually, I can cut that off. I'm just cutting them in half and throwing them in there. That's it. Of them in here. Then I got a bunch of Brussels sprouts. All right, now the Brussels sprouts I cut, and I just cut in half. That's it. So I'm going to finish cutting these all up. And then by that time, those potatoes should be done, and we can get all this mixed up and decide if we need any more or whatever we might need more of, and get it bagged up. It's gorgeous. Okay, now I got the potatoes. Gosh, those look nice. And I'm going to put the rest of these beans in here. They're beautiful, but I'm going to use all these beans. They're gorgeous. I got the potatoes out of the oven, and while they're cooling, I'm going to cut up onions. And we'll get them put in here in chunks. I'm not going to dice them. I'll make nice sizable chunks. Oh my goodness, these are strong. Whew. All right. That's it. That's all I'm doing with that. Nice, big, beautiful chunks. Same with the yellow onion. Woo. Those are enough to make it. My eyes are just a watering. Ooh. Okay. That's good. I gotta rub my eyes. Oh my goodness. Makes your eyes water, your nose run. I don't have my fan. I put it up for the winter. I probably shouldn't have. Okay, let me move this aside. These are still a little bit warm, but, and there's great big chunks of them. Beautiful. Now they won't turn black on us. Now I'm not going to put a whole, I got more veggies in, or more of the veggies than the potatoes. I'm not going to put a whole lot more. I'm probably not going to put any more potatoes in there, but I'm going to give that a mixing up. Get this all mixed around. These are gorgeous. Take a look, friends. Is that beautiful or what? Look at all the color in here. Gorgeous. I got to get my spices. That bowl's just as steamy. All right. So here we go. When you, because these are going to be bagged up and for the freezer. If you do this for your freezer, I'm going to put some olive oil in them right now. But when you freeze them and then afterward you put, because you can cook these frozen. So when you put them on your tray to put them in the oven, that's when you might want to give them another little drizzle of olive oil. But you won't have to season them because they're already seasoned. Because we're going to season them. We got pepper. We're going to do just a tad of salt. Just a little bit. That's for the potatoes. Well, I don't want that one. I got to grab my garlic. This is my onion powder. We're going to put a little bit of that on there. Even though we got onions in there. It's beautiful. We're going to do a little rosemary in here because it's wonderful with roasted veggies. Beautiful. Okay. We're going to do a little thyme. And just a little bit because thyme is quite pungent. So that's it. Probably not quite a tablespoon. Then we're going to do a little parsley. Probably a couple good tablespoons. And I need to get my garlic. So I'll put these away while I get my garlic out. Okay, we'll put a little garlic in here. Now that should be good. I got quite a bit in there. Okay, we got all the spices in here. Now we're going to give this a beautiful mix. I dropped some. Oh, these are beautiful. And we've got fish in the freezer and shrimp in the freezer. Look at that, Mr. Wayna. Isn't that gorgeous?
Oh, yeah, I'm going to live 10 extra years.
And you notice what's not in there?
Mushrooms.
Right, because I know you'll eat this. You might not eat the Brussels or the broccoli, but that's not so bad as mushrooms in there. That's gorgeous, isn't it?
Yeah, the cup is a little large, ain't they?
Yeah, they should be. Everything's a little large because it cooks down when you roast it.
Mm. You gonna roast all that?
No, I'm gonna put it in freezer bags and then roast it. That was frozen. Does that taste good?
Tastes all right.
Oh, good. I'm going to bag this up. It's going to go in the freezer, and then we're going to make our stew vegetables next after this. Those are beautiful. So we're going to bag these up. Then I'm going to just take my 2-cup measuring cup and fill them up. Now I'll probably have more bags. I might put together one for my daughter too and put hers a little fuller because she's got 6 people. We've only got just me and John. Okay. It's not all the way open. Beautiful. Okay, that's probably enough for us. That's a lot. We'll have enough for lunch the next day. So I'm not going to put any more in here. I'm going to get out as much air as I can. And those are beautiful. Gorgeous. All right, let's fill up some more. I think those are a little hard to use. I might have better luck just opening it up and filling. Yes, I'm going to. Maybe a couple of these for my daughter, so this one had the green beans in it. We're going to reuse it. Repurpose and reuse. All right, now I'm going to put that last little bit. Can you hold this up, Mr. Wayna? I tell you about my hand. I hurt my hand. And I can't really lift anything heavy yet. But at least I can use it now. I had it in a splint for a while, a few days. All right. That looks good. Okay. Beautiful. Now these ones I have more are going to go to my daughter. Her kids love vegetables. Just like mine when they were little. I know a lot of kids don't like vegetables and their parents play hell trying to get them to eat it. But my grandkids, my children, and my grandchildren love them. They can't get enough of them. They'll eat every single thing that's in here. There's nothing they don't like. So I'm going to clean this mess up. We got this done. And the next we got to do is I'm just going to clean this up, rinse my bowl out. In fact, I really don't even need to rinse it out because it's just going to be for stew veggies for the freezer. So I got to label these two and get all that in the freezer. Nice. And I'm going to tell her to bake these at 350 for about 40 minutes. Okay. Roasted veggies. Bake at 350 for 40 minutes. Beautiful. Okay. Okay, friends. We're ready to do our stew veggies. So I've got green beans right here. These are what I grew in my garden. They're beautiful. And they're still a little frozen, but that's all right. They break up real easy. And then I got onions here, and I'm going to use all these onions. These are more onions. We're going to throw these all in here. Okay. I'm saving those bags. Now, we've got corn and peas. And you could use canned. Wouldn't hurt a thing. Just drain them real good and rinse them. And there's our peas. Okay, we're going to give this a little bit of a mix around here. Beautiful, that looks nice. You can add this to soups. That's basically what it's for, stew veggies. But you can add it to soup, stews, and casseroles. Perfect. All right, we're going to cut up our celery. And I'm just going to cut these in half so they're not such big chunks. Okay. Get on there. All right. I got that bunch done. Fling it in there. That too. I got another bunch right here. And then I got lima beans, and I've got my diced potatoes. They're right here because I par-baked them, so of course they don't turn black on me. You could blanch them or you can par-bake them. Either one will work. All right, we'll get this chopped up. There we go. Now I think that's going to be plenty of celery. And I'm pretty sure I got plenty of onions in there. So now we're going to cut up these carrots. I'm just going to dice these on the small side. Just like so. Just like that. I'll get the rest of these cut up. And then I got to get my lima beans because I'm going to put lima beans in there and the potatoes in there. And then we'll be ready to bag this up. We don't season it. I'm not going to put any seasoning in them because they're going to get seasoned in my soups and casseroles and stews. So, but this is so nice to have in the refrigerator or the freezer. I love it. It makes life easy at times. And nothing better than easy life. I forgot this one. Slow down when you get to the fingers. Okay. I'm going to finish cutting these up. And then we'll get busy putting the rest of it in there. Alrighty, now we're going to put our potatoes on here. Come on. Okay, there we go. Potatoes are all in there. I got quite a few in there. I've got my lima beans. I did 2 cans of them and I rinsed and drained them. Look at that. We're going to mix this all up. And this is just like the little packs that you would get in the grocery store that you'd pay $2 for, you know, and it's a lot less expensive and you know what's in it. So these are beautiful and I'm going to do these in quart bags just like the, you know, the size you'd buy in the store. Look friends, I'll show you this. Beautiful, look at all that color, gorgeousness in there. Okay. I will label these when I'm done. Okay, we're going to take, I'm going to pour it in there. That's about a good 2 cups. Maybe I'll do about 3 cups. There. About 3 cups of veggies. Get as much air out as you can. Look at how beautiful. So we'll set that there. I'll get these all packaged up. I got quite a few of them. And then once I'm done, I'll label them. Beautiful. And I'm going to flatten them out so they fit nicely in my freezer and I can stack them. Save room. Don't you hate that? This one? These are those zipper ones and it doesn't have a zipper on it. Well, that's all right. I'll use these 2. These are what I had onions and green beans in, so we'll use these. Okay. Beautiful. That's the one that belonged down there. All right. Well, for heaven's sakes. I won't see this anyway. Okay, friends, this was very productive. We did the potatoes O'Brien. We did the roasted veggies. We did the stewed veggies off of the freezer. And we even did a DIY Rice-A-Roni mix. So you can have that for your pantry. I want to thank you all for hanging out with me in the kitchen. We had a ball. We got a lot of stuff done. You all have a wonderful day. I'll see you in the next video. And thanks for watching.